me, and we give every glory and adoration, every exaltation. We come before thee this evening to present your truth to the whole world, that mankind may testify in time to come that it wasn't man that did it, that they had no strength of their own, they had no army, they had no weapons. All they had was the gospel of truth and of redemption. And behold, because their hearts and their minds were clean, because the Almighty found them unblemished, that was why they were blessed, and everything they asked for came to pass. That was why this same generation, this very Ipob shall endure, for flesh cannot be mortalized, but the truth of the Most High, who is timeless, who is ageless, shall prevail. And upon that very promise do we pray this evening, because your words are yea and amen. People wonder, how come you loved David so much? Man couldn't understand that David knew how to ask thee for anything that he wants. There was nothing that David ever asked for that he didn't give to him. That same secret is what we have. That is what we present before thee, to the hearing of the entirety of humanity this very evening, morning, noon or night, depending on where you're listening from, that we make this proclamation that your words are yea and amen, because you are God. Anything you say must come to pass. You are not man. Anytime, any word that you utter, documented by the sons of men in the Torah, in the scriptures, must come to pass. Because your spirit, you are not man, you are not mortal. Every word you utter must come to pass. And on that very premise do we anchor this very agitation. Because we go back to your scriptures, to your unadulterated, untampered with scriptures. In the book of Jeremiah we pray, chapter 16, verse 14. That is our prayer this very evening from where I am. You said, for you are Lord, you are God, you are the beginning and the end. There is nothing you created which can be equated nor used as an adjective to describe thee. You are bigger than all that man can ever imagine that you are. Only you is the beginning of time itself. That is why the ancients call you the Ancient of Days, the Ancients of the Ancients, for that is who you are. The I am that I am, and these are your words because you are God. You said that a time is coming. According to the prophet Jeremiah, you said that a time is coming, and that time is now, this 2020. You said the time is coming when people will no longer swear by me as the living God who brought the house of Israel out of bondage in Egypt. These are your words because you're God. You said a time shall come when people will no longer swear that this God of Moses, that led the God of Moshe, that led the Israelites out of the bondage and suffering in Egypt. Instead, these are your words, O Heavenly Father, with every reverence, humility, and submission. You said, instead they will swear by me as the living God, because you are living, everlasting, eternal, who brought his people out of the northern lands, out of the bondage from the north, for we inhabit the south. We are from the southeast. Oh Heavenly Father, you said, no longer will we remember you as the God of miracles that brought Israelites out of Egypt. We shall know thee as the God that delivered his children from the criminals and darkness from the north. These are your words. And you were talking about Biafra. We are now going to swear by thy name and say, this God of Biafra that led his children out of the iniquitous existence which Britain fabricated for your children. And you said we are going to return from where you scattered us, from where they are killing us in Indonesia, from where they are killing us in Malaysia, from where we have been imprisoned in Brazil, from all the places we are suffering, all the places where we are being humiliated at the moment. You said, I will bring you back to your own country, to the land that I gave your ancestors, because I am God and I have spoken. And who is man to say no to the word of God? Or they can upon this we anchor all that we do. We have no strength of our own. Upon your promise that came forth from the mouth of the prophet Jeremiah 16:14, you said, I will deliver you from the bondage from the north. The world will no longer say, this God of Moshe that led the Israelites out of Egypt. They will say, the God of Biafra that delivered them from the forces of darkness from the north. You were very specific. You said from the north. And you are God, and may your name be blessed forever and ever. He said, he said, he said. Abiobi, Abiobi,
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of Biafra, and friends of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of us, depending on your time zone. This is Mazi Zumezu Nwekwensu. Please, as I welcome you, please welcome others. It's really important. As we come in, please share the program and hit the like button. It's really, really important. We are live at our various platform. We are live at Ikechukwu Omadi Ezumezu. Please, if you are getting our message from there, please endeavor to hit the like button and share the program. We are also live at Ikechukwu Ezumezu. This is our main page. We have a lot of followers there, but a lot of discussion. We are live there today. Please, if you are watching me from there, hit the like button, share the program. It's really important. We are live at YouTube. Our YouTube is doing great. Please, if you are watching me from there, please hit the like button and share the program and subscribe, please. If you have not subscribed on our YouTube, Ikechukwu Ezumezu, it's very important. Please go and subscribe at our YouTube, Ikechukwu Ezumezu. And I think maybe the next program we have to also be going live on TikTok at the same time. I will figure that out. I know maybe if we require another phone or uh, another maybe a laptop or something like that, we see what we do about it. Which is very important. At the same time, we are going live on this various platform. It will be so nice that we'll be going live on TikTok at the same time. It's very important. So, my people, as I welcome you, please welcome others. It's very, very important. Welcome others. Like I said, today's program is going to be wonderful as usual. And you can see the flyer, freedom of our leader, Mazin Nanikano. Freedom of our leader, IPOB leader, Mazin Nanikano. Must be. His freedom must be. And the second topic is the Cold War among the Richard Card media worms. The Cold War among the Richard Card media worms. Some of them we are discussing and saying now that Chibuze Egwatu is out, now Mazi Smezu, your plan has failed. Now more ammo now. It's not my plan. It's just a message they gave to me to give to you guys. And today, even Ebeka and Ebekwa, today are they still united? The answer is no. So today's program, please tag 1,000 teeth. Tag 1,000 teeth, Methuselah. Tag him and also tag the fearless IPOB, Mazi Onyebuchi, that's in Biafra land. Please tag him, it's very important. And tag other Richard media worms. Tag them, it's very important. But before we go to them, it's compulsory that every time we come on air, we must talk about the freedom of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every time we must talk about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's very, very important. But before we proceed, I will bring the news from our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through the Wise Council, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. The message our leader gave to us about our loved ones that crossed to another side in the person like Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu, Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, and the recent one, Madam Onyeka Iwenu. She is 72 years. It's so painful that we lost a great mother. It's so painful. But ka anyị emekwanụ, anyị ama mbụ ọgụ gabe mmụọ. Anyị ma mbụ ọgụ gabe gịnị? Gabe mmụọ. So, Aloy Ejimakor bring message from our leader about these three people that are no more with us. About these people that are no more with us. But before then, it's very important. It's very important we take a minute silence for our sister that crossed to another side. It's very important. It's very, very important that we take a minute silence on our great sister Onyeka Iwenu. Before then, we will bring the news of our leader. It's very, very important. I Ndị Igbo will respect the dead. So it's a heartbreaking that we Biafrans, Igbos, heard about our sister. It's a great loss. She is 72 years. So please, let's take a minute silence for her and start now. Yeah. May your soul, Ada Onyeka Igwendu, may your soul continue fighting in the land of the dead for your children, for your people. Because while you're on earth, you understood that your people were maltreated. You understood that your people were fighting for freedom. So may you continue in the land of the spirit, fighting until Biafra come and your soul will rest in peace. He said, he said, he said. So the news from our leader to us, he said, no one should mock these three people that have crossed the other side. So no one. He said news. He said direct order from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And anybody that disobey that order is not an IPOB member. It's as simple as that. Anybody that disobey that order from our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, anybody that mock these people that cross the other side, you are not an IPOB member. You are on your own. You are on your own. Our leader mourned and he prayed against the buying of our people. And according to the message from our Lord Ejimako, that especially Onyeka Iwenu have a cordial relationship with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu privately. Have a cordial relationship. So this the message from our leader. Go to Barrister, the Wise Council, Aloy Ejimako, on his Twitter, on his page. He have posted the message there. If you go to my page, I think on Ikechukwu is I have also posted it there. That's why I told you guys, you must follow the Wise Council, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, on Twitter. You must also follow him on his Facebook. You must also follow Mazi Kanu on Twitter and on Facebook. It's very, very important. Very, very important. So this was the message from our leader for these souls that he was lost. So we are calling on Parliament people like again that you must release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who is a freedom fighter. That you must release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who is a political prisoner. That you must release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, a man that your own court have set free, a man that international tribunal have set free, a man that the whole Nigeria, from the south, from the north, west, and east have called for his release. In House of Rep, they have called for his release. In Senate House, they have called for his release. The governors have called for his release. The women rights movement have called for his release. The organizations in Nigeria have called for his release. All walk of life have called for his release. What are you waiting for? Brother Ahmed Tinubu, what are you waiting for? Release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu because he committed no crime. Release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu because Oji Luna Ofo Ogu, a man that you went all the way to Kenya to kidnap, and you brought him in Nigeria to face trial. And even in the trial, he defeated you guys. Oji Luna Ofo Ogu. Even in your own court, he defeated you guys. Umaya High Court said, take him back to Kenya and tender apology to the mainstream newspaper in Nigeria and pay him some amount of money. The same thing with Appeal Court in Abuja said He can never be tried in any court in Nigeria because the way and manner you guys brought him was not the right way. He didn't follow the due process. They call it extraordinary rendition. African Union said release him and stop to prosecute him. UN said release him. UN group said release him. So what are you still waiting for? Okay. You are having a discussion with UK government. You are having a discussion with American government because Nigeria is just their company. Because they are the one that created Nigeria, UK government. And Fulani oligarchy told us that Nigeria is their forefather estate. Oh, you are consulting those men. But listen, you must get that door open for him to come out. You must get that door open for him to come out. If you don't do that, somebody else will do that. And I guess you know what I mean. If we don't do that, somebody else will do that. And his eminence is now. It is now. It is now. You must set him free. Tell me what crime did he committed? He committed no crime. Whatever he did was under your own constitution. Was under your own constitution. Your own constitution granted him that right. So, what are you waiting for? You must set Mazi Kanu free because he's a prisoner of conscience. Now, let's listen to some great men in America that also talking for this of Mazi Kanu. This videos is not a recent video, it's old videos, but we are bringing it up again to remind you guys that there are a lot of people that you do not know, I do not know, but they are also be working in favor of our leader to be released. They have a movement called Ambassador for Self-Determination. They are doing everything within their reach to set our leader free. The whole world is speaking, but the power that be, they say no, this guy will cause a lot of problem. You must release Mazi Kanu. Now let's go to the videos. We play part of the videos and we have to go straight to this Chakad Media Worms. Because today's program, we don't have to waste much more time. Too many time here.
Democracy. The first thing that comes to mind is not to let Mazi Kanu fate become what we just saw. And that's what got me excited. We've been quietly trying to get a coalition of people to actually demand his release, but it's been difficult. But this particular example really made me realize that if anyone has anything that they can contribute towards this man's release, to do it now. Those of you who don't know about Mazi Kanu, I'm going to invite Ben to sort of give us a little glimpse as to who he is and why he's doing what he's doing and why all of us should demand collectively and individually for his immediate and unconditional release.
Well, today is a sad day in Nigeria because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains in solitary confinement. As of today, he has been in solitary confinement since June of 2021. Like Evans rightfully said, he was kidnapped from Kenya, minding his own business. But the fact is, this was not the first time he was kidnapped. He was first kidnapped in 2015 in Nigeria, and he was locked up for 2 years. And later on, he was released. And then there is a failed assassination of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his own home in Abia State. And miraculously, he escaped that very assassination only by God's grace. So he's alive today. But I want everybody to know, any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains in solitary confinement is another day of violation of his fundamental right as a human being, as a father, as a husband, and as a community leader. There is no reason why he should be in prison today, if not for the sake of others. He wasn't fighting for his own, he wasn't fighting for his family, he wasn't fighting in the name of the Kanu community. He was fighting for the interests of all. So I believe there's a video that we're going to show you so you can get a taste, a glimpse of some of the things that took place that really, made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out in public and began to openly call for the freedom of our people. But before then, there's something happened. You're going to see a different Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back in 2013 in Europe. He wasn't campaigning for Biafra. He was not agitating for the freedom of Biafra. He was actually agitating for Nigeria to get better, for the government to take note of the suffering of the masses and do something. Do something so that everybody will benefit. With no mention of Biafra. Until Nigeria failed him, and it was crystal clear that this country is not going anywhere. They are not going to listen. They don't care about their people. Well, if you don't care about Nigerian citizens, I'm going to care about my people. That's when he began to talk about Biafra, to talk about separating from Nigeria, so that every region can develop, at their own pace. So you can make policy and rules that will benefit your people because you know your people. Because there's nothing that holding Nigeria together. It's three nations put together to be one nation, and nothing worked. Nothing ever worked, nothing is working, and it will never work. So I want to show that video while he was in London talking about the situation in Nigeria.
This is why we're here today, is to protest the killing of innocent women and children. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the international community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
The Nigerian government has its own way of dealing with peaceful gatherings it doesn't like. The day began with a gathering of people come to pray for the release from prison of one of their leaders.
Provide us some evidence that Ipob's a terrorist group. More than 2 years later, still zero. You can't make free speech and freedom of association terrorism. every single day that he languishes in that solitary confinement is another crime against humanity.
The protest that you saw, where you saw the army shooting people, innocent, unarmed citizens, that took place in 2016. Okay, our people came together, as they have done several years before, okay, to honor their fallen heroes, those that fell in the Biafran Nigerian Civil War of 1967 through 1970. So they gathered, this is a high school. They were not on the street protesting. No. They were not in front of the House of Assembly with placard. No. They were not marching or causing insurrection anywhere. No. They were in a particular place. You have to go through a gate to come into the school premises. That's where they gathered. And that's where the combined forces of Nigerian Army, Air Force, Navy, DSS came in there, took a combat position on the ground, and opened a live ammunition. And at the end of the day, they murdered over 150 young men and women. 150 young men and women. And this was reported by Amnesty International. It was all over the globe. And to make matters worse, they took their body and dumped them in a mass grave where they poured acid on these children so they become irrecognizable. So, how could somebody tell me or convince anybody that this is a viable nation that would work for everyone? These are the atrocities that led to the debut of the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you hear today. And this young man requested for things to get better, build schools, build roads and bridges, build hospitals, so that our women will have a place they can go and receive a proper medical attention. Build recreational centers, build factories. So as young men and women are graduating from school, they have a place where they can be gainfully employed. They don't want to do any of this. But this country will spend money from the oil revenue to import terrorists from all over the world. Right now, there are more than 5 terrorist groups that operate in the country today. Ansaru is in Nigeria. El-Shabaab is in Nigeria. Mieti Allah operates in Nigeria. Fulani bandits operate in Nigeria. Fulani herders that have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These terrorist groups operate in Nigeria. And the government of Nigeria provides an enabling environment for them to thrive, for them to do their bidding. They provide them with logistics, money, arms, and then they send them to the eastern region of Nigeria to kill my people and to destabilize the region. That is their goal. And that's exactly what they're doing now. These are the things that brought out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If the country was working, you may not know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. It wasn't working. And it's never going to work. Not the way the country is presently constituted. When he was out, people say you're calling for war, you want to war, you're causing problem. You know, he said, no. I'm not causing problem. I'm just asking our government, the government to do the right thing by the people. So I'm going to stop here. And you can hear his ghost and aspiration.
You're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. You're talking about total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence. Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else.
Or death. Yes.
Or death.
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
Yes.
will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So no war. You've ruled out the...
Absolutely, I don't believe in war. No war.
Well, we're going to invite Attorney Jesse to educate us a bit on the legal aspect of the whole thing where we are today. Brother Jesse, thank you, brother. There you go.
So, I'm a construction lawyer, and the only time I ever get called on to engage any sort of criminal law is if a client's son or daughter gets in trouble in college. But even the ignoramus construction lawyer knows when something's wrong from a criminal standpoint, and there are just so many wrongs involved with these timelines, and I want you to keep in mind two things that are fundamental, not just here in the U.S., but worldwide for the most part, according to the UN. One is the right to confer with your counsel, or to at least have contact on a consistent basis with your counsel, even if you're in jail, to have that right and have that privilege. Otherwise, how do you prepare a defense? The second is the concept of a right to a speedy trial, meaning you're not to sit and languish, let alone in solitary confinement, when you are awaiting trial or awaiting the process to deliver whether or not you are guilty or innocent. So that's what sticks out most to me when I look at this timeline, and it's truly remarkable. But going back to October 2015, when Mr. Kanu was arrested and detained for over a year, you don't see anything about a trial or a finding of guilty there, right? You just see that he was detained for a year with no outcome. Well, I guess he made bail in April of 2017 and was released, only to be have his home invaded, has been said, in a government failed assassination attempt. So then the process was to kidnap him and torture him for 8 days and then hand him over to the Nigerian government. So here we are, some sort of accusations starting in October of 15, and then we're in June of 2021, 6 years later, without any finding of innocence or guilt, and this is still ongoing. January of 2022, he actually gets a trial, and the Nigerian army was found guilty of the failed assassination attempt in violation of his rights. Now, we've heard in past gatherings from lead counsel for Mr. Kanu that there are occasions where he would fly all the way from the U.S. and not be allowed to meet with Mr. Kanu to prepare a defense. So he would be told to wait and wait and wait and still not receive contact with Mr. Kanu, his client, okay, to prepare a defense to the proceedings and to the charges at hand, which is just absolutely nightmarish and outlandishly unfair and outlandishly a violation of human rights. We start preparing civil cases in the construction world that have just money on the line years in advance. Yet here's Mr. Kanu rotting in a cell, not allowed contact with his counsel to prepare for charges that could lead to any number of findings, including, I'm sure, ultimate confinement. July of 2022, the United Nations issues a unanimous decision calling for the unconditional release of Mr. Kanu. Was that honored? Absolutely not. He remained in solitary confinement. And then in October of 2022, that finding is upheld by the Federal Appeals Court in Abuja. Nigeria, and Mr. Kanu was acquitted of all charges. And that appeals court demanded his immediate release from the detention. It gets to the Nigerian Supreme Court. Now we're a year later, and if you've ever been in litigation in a civil context, your cases always get put behind the criminal cases because of the right to a speedy trial. Well, here we have decisions from courts lasting, taking over a year to determine, whether or not this appellate court was going to be upheld. So the Nigerian Supreme Court, over 14 months later, upholds all dismissals. All charges are gone except for one, a terrorism charge. And that's what remains for Mr. Kanu, is a single terrorism charge, and he remains in solitary confinement. I believe a hearing is set for Monday. Will he be allowed to confer with counsel? Will he be allowed to actually have the right of preparing a defense with his counsel? Probably not. What's next? What are they going to do next?
Mazi Kanu has been likened to Mandela. Alexia Navalny likened to Mandela. The difference is Alexia is gone. And if we do not do anything, this definitely will be the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is what the government wants, and which we will not stand to see happen. So as we gather tonight, I just want us to think about who in the government that we know, meaning the United States government, to be able to speak up on behalf of this powerful voice that is being silenced by the Nigerian government. Because only us can speak. Unfortunately, he cannot speak for himself. The trial is set for the 26th of February, which is just Monday. So we need to do something quick. We need to send a strong message to the Nigerian government that we will continue to demand Mazi's unconditional and immediate release from the dungeon. Nigeria is a country that poses to be a democracy. But as you can see, very far from being a democratic country. Mazi spoke up, that was his crime, and his punishment is actually being sentenced to death. So those of us that are members of the Ambassador for Self-Determination, our goal is continue to champion the release of the likes of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever they may be around the world. I think we've walked the halls of Congress, and we need more voices to rise with us, which I believe is going to make a strong difference. We want you to reach out to your representative, your senator, your congressman, and share the story of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We need to send that voice collectively and even individually, however way we do it, to the Nigerian government before this important trial. I think at this point, Ben, if you don't have anything else, I think we'll just open it up for Q&A. If you have any questions, you can fire away and we can basically try to answer the question for you.
The question is, the like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is currently being detained in Nigeria. Yes, there are many. There are many young men and women that were following.
So, I think with this much you can take. We have to go to our next video. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you can say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a global issue. The best you can do is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Like I said before, if you don't do that, somebody else will do that. I guess you know what I mean. So you must release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He committed no crime. Like the second speaker said, if Nigeria is working, there will not be anybody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Nigeria is working, Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu will not be on media. If Nigeria is working, there will not be anything like IPOB family. Nigeria is not working. If Nigeria is working, there will not be anything like Oduduwa Republic, Yoruba Nation. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Now let's go to our second video. Like I said, I am not waste so much time today. Yesterday was 5 hours. So
and I am an international lawyer and a civil litigator, international civil litigator, and a constitutional lawyer. I am pleased and honored to be counsel for Ambassadors of Self-Determination. I am equally pleased and honored to be here today. He's remarkably similar to Nelson Mandela in that his charismatic approach to securing freedom for his people, advocating for peace, and advocating for self-determination. So Nnamdi Kanu is a leader of the Ipob people. And in that regard, as I said, he is remarkably like Nelson Mandela. Nnamdi Kanu is our opportunity to get it right. So if you have some hesitation about supporting Nnamdi Kanu, because there's been some talk of him being a terrorist and the Ipob being terrorists, that's simply not true. But I'm here to submit to you, even more important, Nelson Mandela was considered a terrorist. As a matter of fact, Nelson Mandela was not removed from the United States list of terrorists until he was 89 years old, and I believe it was 2009, when he was almost dead. As we've said, evidence has come to light that not only is Nnamdi Kanu jailed, and let's just make sure what we're talking about is crystal clear. Here is a man that is a political leader, a peace-loving political leader that wants freedom for his people, wants his people to no longer be subjected to apartheid-like discrimination and genocide, and he's jailed because of that. He's sitting in jail as we speak today. And I would really be delighted, and my job would be done, if a great number of you said, why haven't I heard about this before? Why isn't everyone talking about this? Why is this something that seems to only concern the Ipob people? Why don't we know about this injustice? Because I submit to you, there is no greater injustice right now on this planet than the continued unlawful incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, it's easy to say unlawful, and I'm a lawyer and I often say it, but in this case, we have not one, not two, but three separate panels, judicial panels, that have said his arrest, his rendition, and his continued incarceration are absolutely illegal. Not because it's not a good idea, not because we don't like it, not because he's the leader of our people or a leader of people that we favor. The Nigerian courts applying Nigerian law made that determination not once, but twice. You have two court judgments, it's so obvious, that said he must be released immediately, he must be returned to his place of citizenship, which is Britain, and he must be paid 1 billion naira, or 500,000 naira, depending on the court. The United Nations has looked at this case and determined that there are rampant, gross human rights violations, and they demand the immediate release. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents, just as Nelson Mandela represented his people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents over 50% more people, 42 million as opposed to 28 million. So how can we not move mountains, do everything in our power possible as human beings to free Nnamdi Kanu? It's fundamental, basic Nigerian law. And that has been disregarded because Nigerian law has been utilized by the courts twice to say, release Nnamdi Kanu. Again, let's make sure we understand he's in jail solely because of his political beliefs. He's caged solely because of his ethnicity and solely because of what he represents, which is freedom. Freedom from oppression, freedom from genocide, and freedom from apartheid-like discrimination. The UN determination, they found directly, not obliquely, not as a recommendation, but a direct speaking voice that the UN seldom, if ever, takes, almost never takes, that there was a violation of Nnamdi Kanu's human rights because he was detained arbitrarily and without law. He was detained without due process. He was detained without the right to use his counsel. And he was unlawfully kidnapped and secreted to a secret location. He was disappeared. He was all of the horrors that you can imagine that a nation could do short of actually killing him, which would be genocide, all at once. Nnamdi Kanu has languished in the darkness and the silence for far too long. We call for someone, anyone or Congress as a whole, to stand up and say enough's enough, free Nnamdi Kanu. So when this message gets out to the members of the United States Congress, I submit that those that want to strike a blow for freedom and also preserve their name for posterity, this would be a good start. So I think we have reason for hope. Without hope, everyone gives up. So I'm here to tell you there's hope. Finally, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is of paramount importance in beginning the process of remedying the religious and ethnic persecution in Nigeria. It's a bigger issue than him. The call, Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a call for human rights and obedience to the rule of law and good government that must be made from throughout the globe and heard in Abuja. 50 million plus, 60 million plus Igbo worldwide will cherish the day of Kanu's freedom, and the world will celebrate, much as it celebrated the release of Nelson Mandela. And we can all be part of that. The courts of Nigeria have spoken. The United Nations have spoken. Now is the time for the American people and Congress to speak, and the world to speak, to lend their voices, to condemn Nigeria's action, and to encourage them to do what is required of them in compliance with the rule of law and international human rights. If the United States is responsible in any measure for causing the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the world, West Africa, Africa, and the world will see and celebrate the United States as the beacon of human rights, freedom, and liberty, and the rule of law that it always has been, that we always imagine ourselves to be, and we aspire to be. Simple act, one man, one voice, one statement. We can attain those great benefits in that sense of accomplishment.
Fellow Americans, lovers of freedom, champions of human rights, our mission is to advocate for the political vulnerable and persecuted around the world. My name is Evans Nwankwo, and I'm the chairman of this organization. This man is being held in Nigeria against all legal and court order that has said otherwise. What happens on the other part of the globe cannot and must not be ignored. We have one world and we have one globe. We must not ignore justice or injustice anywhere it happens. All the lovers of freedom, champions of human rights must not and cannot ignore injustice anywhere. Nigeria has turned into a dark nation. It's not the same place that I grew up. And ladies and gentlemen, you cannot drive darkness away with darkness. You can only do so with light. We are gathered here today to advocate and ask all the lovers of freedom and champions of human rights to be the light that drives away this darkness in the country Nigeria. By doing the right thing, releasing this innocent man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who I've called the Mandela of our era.
My name is Ben Wankwo. I am the Executive Director for Ambassador for Self-Determination, a human rights advocate here in the United States. Our mission today is to call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are calling on the Nigerian government to listen to the cry of the people, men and women all over the world that have extended a hand of friendship to Nigeria in respect of their democracy to ask for release of this man. He should not die in prison. We have watched the whole thing from the beginning. We followed the judicial process. So now here we are. And I'm asking Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the right reasons. Do not release him because the United States says so. Do not release him because Britain and members of the British oligarchs say so. No. Do not release him because Biafran people are protesting all over the world, calling for the immediate release of Mr. Kanu. He too has a mother that died as a result of this struggle for freedom. He has cried out to people, to Nigerians, to pay attention to this injustice because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is ill. He is sick and needed medical attention. He's been denied of the proper medical attention. He's been starved. He's been denied access to his attorneys, especially those from outside Nigeria. When will it end? It is called justice and the rule of law. This justice and the rule of law is not just for the rich and famous. It's to all men, both great and small, as advocates of human rights and members of our Ambassador for Self-Determination. We believe that currently Nigeria is at a crossroad, and we all know what that is. Nigeria must choose between good and evil. They must choose between righteousness and unrighteousness. They must choose between freedom for all men, irrespective of tribe, religion, and your political affiliation, versus oppression and mental slavery of her citizens, where people are subjected to chronic poverty, no job, no freedom, and it's become the order of the day to fundamentally violate human rights. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains in prison today. We are not here to be confrontational. We are not here to intimidate or to insult. But we are here to appeal to the conscience of those in leadership in Nigeria to please release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Because you can do it. Don't wait for tomorrow. You can do it today. You have a chance to join the global community in the journey for justice for all men. you can show the world with a logical, demonstrable proof by allowing Mazen Nandekano to go home to his family.
This is a long journey, but I do believe deep in my heart that the end is near. Martin Luther King said that in the end is not the words of the enemy that hurts. Rather, is the silence of friends that's supposed to speak, choose to be silent. And darkness cannot drive away darkness. Only light can do that. So on behalf of Ambassadors for Self-Determination, I'm calling on all people in diaspora. You are the future. You are the hope. Be the light. I'm calling on U.S. Congress and the senators to be the light. Because injustice anywhere left unaddressed will eventually become injustice everywhere. I also appeal to my brothers and sisters, the African Americans. We are cut from the same cloth. We just arrived here different. Do not forget from where you come. And this is the time to rise up. Speak up, do not be silent, and be the light. Because if we collectively can do that, Mazi will walk the street again. Thank you.
My people, like I said, it's not a new video, it's old video. We are trying to remind President Ahmed Tinubu for him to know that Mazen Nandekano is not standing alone. Mazen Nandekano is not standing alone. More than 80 million Biafrans are standing behind Mazen Nandekano. I want you to know that more than 80 million is standing on that man you hold there. More than 80 million is standing with him. If I were you, I will swallow whatever I will swallow whatever shame or whatever, anything, and release this man and let him go. Because if you don't release Mazen Nandekano, Brother Ahmed Tinubu, if you don't release Mazen Nandekano, Brother Ahmed Tinubu, if you don't release Mazen Nandekano, Brother Ahmed Tinubu, I will not say what I want to say. I will keep quiet. But it's a warning. Release Mazen Nandekano now and let him go. Release him and let him go. He committed no crime. Now, please tag this the chat card media worms. Tag them. Tag this the chat card media worms. Tag 1,000 ticks. Tag Mazi Evangelist. Call himself fearless. Tag that Okoko before Chineke akpọ ya ọkụ. Tag them. Tell them that Mazi Ezumezu is here. Tell them they should come. Amabia. Can you tell them all their atrocities? I will remind them their atrocities, their evils they have committed in this journey. Internet is, it can forget, but internet, I'm a lozo. Tie this the chat card media worms. Kai go away ba. Kai bowa kokwa. Utezo kuchineke. We have not forgotten the action of yesterday. Their actions of yesterday, we have not forgotten. Thank all of them. Before Chineke walk, we can see the lamentation of 1,000 teeth. It's lamentation telling us that Radio Biafra, they want to turn it to gossip. But it was the same him, 1,000 teeth. It was among them they were invited on Radio Biafra to castigate an innocent people. Castigate Madam Nyanya. Castigate Kantakano. Now, now you know that it's gossip. They are gossiping on Radio Biafra. Chineke ya kpọrọ Betusela. Chineke ya kpọrọ. Before we go to Betusela, let's talk about the 1,000. I mean to say the fearless. Onye Mokoko. About fearless. I can't soon ya bụ n'ọnụ. Ask him getting. I can soon ya bụ n'ọnụ. Whatever a man sow, shall he reap. Whatever a man sow, shall he reap. Now you want to tell us about command and control in IPOB. Now you want to tell us about chain of command in IPOB. Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ. I played this video yesterday, but it's very important I bring it up because a lot of them said, Mazi Ezumezu, now that Chibuze Guato is out. If that's your juju, he will fail. And I told them I'm not making juju, I'm not war. But I will pass message to you guys. I call it cold war among them. They can never be at peace until only this out. You know why? Because these men and women have destroyed a lot of souls with the activities on Facebook. It's your no egbe where gbuo mmadụ wogi igbo mmadụ. Ka ị chọrọ oge iji mma gbuo mmadụ wogi igbo mmadụ. Otu okwu ọnụgụ igbu iyi egbu ọtụtụ mkpụrụ obi mmadụ. And a lot of people leave this struggle just because of this man. Some are crying every night, calling Chukwu in Osukweya. This is name. And today, Chukwu Okike Abiama. Chukwu Okike Abiama. Chukwu Okike Abiama is exposing them. Now, fearless evangelist is talking about he have attacked as the right TV. After then, now he have also attacked 1,000 teeth. We play the videos. But when these men, we are playing this game, when these men have decided to walk in the path of iniquity than to follow the true way, when this man refuse to tell Biafra the truth because of the chat card they are giving them, now today, we have that now Biafra is a spirit. A lot is happening. Now, the first video from Fearless Okoko. Fearless Okoko. I'm off here. Tag him. Let's listen to him first.
Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta ọpụta achọrọ m igwu na ihe olu ga-afụ.
Biafra YTV, it's not time for question. I need to teach some the issues. When time for question come, I have to say it. Then you can come in with your question. If you want to come in, you can come in. Thank you. Ndewo.
Mana ihe ahụ ga-eme ebere emegbuonara m onye nọ n'isi na-akpa ya bụ nkata. Ihe ahụ ga-eme ebere na-emere m onye ahụ. Ebere na-emere m onye ahụ. Mana ama m na onye ahụ ga-ede n'ihe onyonyo a. Onye nechaa ya kpagharịkwa nkata ya ahụ ọzọ. Ama na-agbara nwa awọ ga-agbakwara nwa agwọ. Maka mgbe na-eme nnọkọta m kpọọ ndị isi ndị dị ọzọ ha nakwanụ ntị o, enwere onye nọ n'etiti unu na-ewere okwu niile unu na-ekwu na-ebupụrụ ndị ilo. Onwe na-agba ama nkata unu na-akpa, onwe na-agba ama okwu unu na-ekwu, onwe na-agba ama izu unu na-agba. O nweghị onye nọ na Directorate of State bụ onye na-agba na-akpa nkata na-akọrọ m ihe na-eme na Directorate of State. Onwero chakam. Onweghị onye ọwụ enwere ike iji ndụ m wee ṅụọ iyi. Ọ bụkwa na onwe nọ na Directorate of State na-eme ha mechaa meeting ọkọrọ m anything ka ha hapụ Biafra. Nwụrọ nobody. Mana ka m si ezi ozi m bụ mfụ ya nkwuo onye mgba nkịtị na-ekiri. Ọchọzi unu eme ihe unu ga-eme, ọ sọkwara unu ahapụ. Abụ m nwa mmiri, abụ m nwata dibịa. Mgbe m tiri mkpu ya nke izizi, enyo ya anya na mmiri fụ ihe merenụ dozie ya. Nti mkpu ya nke ịbụa, enyo ya anya na mmiri fụ ihe merenụ dozie ya. Kịta ka m gwazie unu ihe ga-eme. Agaghị m akọwacha ha niile n'ihi na ọtụtụ n'ime anyị nghọta anyị na amamihe anyị na-ese n'elu mmiri. Ọtọ ha atọ. Maka ya kpatara o ji eme nchọ ikwu okwu dị aṅa mgbe ụfọdụ ncheta na ndị na-agwa okwu bụ ndị amamihe ha na-ese n'elu mmiri. Ọ bụghị amamihe nghọta ha. Ha nwere ike mara ihe karịa ndị British, mana nghọta ha pere mpe. A ga-agba Maazị Nnamdi Kanu agha. Na-ananụ ntị. A ga-agba Maazị Nnamdi Kanu agha, a ga-agbụ ya mgba na njem a Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-achịkọta nke o ji aka wee hibe. Unu afụrụ ọnọdụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dịka onye ndu anyị, dịka onye isi anyị na njem a. Ọ ga-enwe ndị ga-akpa ya aka. Ha ga-achọ ka ha kpaa ọnọdụ ya ha aka. Ama m na-ekwesịkwara ka e nwee mgbanwe na dị njem ma ọ bụ na Maazị pụta. A ga-enwe mgbanwe ma ọ bụ na Maazị pụta. Ọtụtụ ihe emere mgbe gara aga ama mbụ ihe a ga-eme ma Maazị pụta. Ọtụtụ usoro esi eme ihe dị anya mgbe Maazị nọbụ n'ilo abụrụzi ka ị ga-esi na-eme ya. Mana onye ahụ nọ n'isi na-akpa nkata nwere ụkwụ ọ ga-eji bịa. Ebere ya ga-emerụ m. Ọtụtụ ime ụlọ amụghị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọfụma. Ka m gwa na onye Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere mmụọ amamihe pụrụ iche, nwee mmụọ nghọta pụrụ iche. Mana o nwere ofu ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-achọrọ na ndụ ya. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere ike iji anya afụ onye ọbụla na-eme ka ọ na-adọ aka na dịka onye ndu ọ bụ. Onye opuo gị ị na-adọ ya aka na onye ndu ahụ ọ bụ. Onye opuo gị o mepe ọnụ kwuo okwu n'isi gị o mezuo. Maka gịnị? O nwere aja a na-achụ ị ga-asị na ịchụ ụna ya nwa na-achụbeghị. O nwere ihe a na-eme ị ga-asị n'ime na ya nwa na-emebeghị. Ya nwa mere karịsịa onye ọbụla ọ ka nọkwa n'elu ya kedu tata. Ya mere ka nsi wee fụ ya ka ọ na-esi egosi m ya izu ahụ a na-agba. O nwere aka ike nga a na-achọ ka a mara ma ga-ananata Maazị ma Maazị pụta. gụwa bụ onye na-agba ya bụ izu na-akwado ka ọ ga-esi ga-adị weretakwa ọkpa agbara n'igirige o egwu ga-adịkwa ụmụ Biafra dịkwa na ihe a na-ekwu n'ihu akwụkwọ dịkwa anya n'ihu akwụkwọ oge ọ ga-ebido kpọtụba ọ ga-ebidogoro n'ime na-ere pụtụpụtụpụtụpụtụ ka ọ na-ere aga m na-afụ ya aga m na-anụ ya mana o nwere ike aka m ekwu okwu mgbe ahụ ndị utu na maka na onye na-ekwu okwu ya pụta odogwu nọzi n'ilo o nwere ike mgba nkịtị na-enene mana ndị achụfụ akwanarị ebe ọ na-eje aga m apụta tiwa aka oyibo ozugbo ka o si dị afụgo m ihe na-aga ime ma maazị pụta afụgo m ihe na-aga ime na maazị pụta mana ihe m na-ekwu bụ ka amamihe pụrụ iche bara gị nwa bụ onye na-akpa ya bụ nkata mba bara gị ụba gụọ bụ onye na-agba izu ọnwa ọ ga-abụ maazị pụta ihe ị ga-eme ma ihe ị chọrọ ka emee werekwa amamihe were sonye ya n'ihi na gịnị mere n'ihi na maazị ị na-ene anya abụghịkwa ụdị mmadụ ahụ ọ ga-abụ ịnọkọta ịchọ ka ị dọọ ya dọke maka ọnọdụ ọnọ dịka onye na-echịkọta anyị ị gaghị akwụ nnukwu ọtọ wee mee ya ị gaghị akwụ ọtọ wee mee ị ga-edina dina wee mee ya ana onye ọbụla dị n'edina ụlọ ọ bụ na ịnwụ ha nwa ọ bụ na ị na-arahụ ụla ụzọ ihe na-abụgadị involved maka o nwekwara ọkụ ya bụ nwa amadi ji wee na-aga n'agbanyeghị ihe ọbụla fụrụ ya bụrụ ndụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu biri ekwuola m ya na maka nkwukwe ya ọzọ n'agbanyeghị otu ọbụla ọ fụrụ ya si wee bie ndụ otu ọbụla ọ fụrụ ya si wee mee ihe ọbụla na-adịghị gị mma ewujikwana ya were ma maazị Nnamdi Kanu ikpe maka onye ndu ọ bụ na njem a ọ bụghị ya nwamere onwe ya onye nchịkọta ụmụ Biafra bidoro kpọwa ya onye ndu ihe ọ na-aza na mbụ bụ onye na-elekọta redio Biafra anya ka a na-akpọ director of redio Biafra anyị nwa bụ ụmụ Biafra ji aka anyị wee si ya gị bụzi onye ndu anyị ngụnwa bụ supreme leader that supremacy that supreme ahụ etigoro n'afọ ya anwakwana anwa jee ka ị dọọ ya aka ọga biko gbajirikwanụ okwu a m kwuru ebe a kọtụrụkwanụ vidiyo a kọtụrụ na ya dosakwanụ ebe dị mma maka mgbe o yere ji anwakwana anwasị ka ị dọọ ya aka ka nyekwaghị ya bụ ndụmọdụ na ife ya wee ya ji ekwukwe kịta ka na-akwado obi unu na-akwado mmụọ unu na-akwado amamihe unu n'ihi na ọ na-emebịa m n'obi kwuo m n'ọnụ ọ dị m n'ụkwụ aga m ya n'ije ma ọ dị m n'aka kpọọ m ya n'ụbọ nwata mmiri na-agwụ unu ka ọ ga-esi ga-adị
all this black
before this okoko ekwuo let me just say a little thing before I know of you. Biafrans, you see all of them that castigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family. You see all of them that castigate Madam Nene and IBA of Finance. It shall never be well with them, and they shall never have peace until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house. And where I have said 1,000 times, and it's happening. You know why? Because Biafra is a spirit. Because what we are doing is things of spirit. That's why we go. If I maybe more, only natural aja woke more. If I maybe more, onye na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ onye na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ onye na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ onye tụtata egwu na ibe anyị na-eme bụ ire mmụọ na onye na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ. Now instead that thing anyị na-eme, you guys gather together to blackmail innocent people, to pull down innocent people. And a lot of them, every night, they put their names on ground and cry to Chukwu. Chukwu Inosukwe. Chukwu Inosukwe, this name, please, Meme Kalo, take hot drink, to his father's grave. Prince Memekano take hot drink to his father's grave and go there and pray on open day. Everybody see. Get to mmanya na-enyi papa ya wee na-asị na ọnwụ na anya na nwanne nwoke want to pull this struggle down. Na ọnwụ na anya na nwanne nwoke achọ ka nwanne their senior brother pụta. Let them not be alive. Please, men can take hot drink and go and pray for his father openly. When all those things and the cry of Madam Nenyanya, you guys think that you guys we went home being happy? No. Nke tofala ka na-abịa. Isi achalugo. Ọnụ ya anụnwa. Ihe ọ na-ekwu n'ọnụ. I don't want to say something. So these people, these men and women, after blackmailing all those people, they think they will have peace. Why did I came up on media? Am I a broadcaster before? Did I even know how to broadcast? Did I even speak that English okay? The reason why I put my face on this media and create a lot of enemies is because of the blackmail. Because I cannot sit and enjoy these people destroying innocent people. That's why I came up. And when I came up, they were calling me all sorts of names. But today, they have nowhere stand. And that thing they could then can they go up to today. Now, Biafrans, President is trying to tell you guys that there is someone among Chika Paul Edoziem leadership that want to rub shoulder with our leader Maznan Kanu, that want to tussle with the power of Maznan Kanu. If this guy is telling you this today, what am I speaking for years to you guys? I don't know when I will all this thing today. They went for a very long time that all is not well. This Okoko as the light TV, you have seen it that everywhere change go. And this is how he used to manipulate you guys. Remember what he said. Say cut it and keep. That day he will refer you to this broadcast. But this guy is among them. He's among them. He did not even tell Biafrans what is going on. He joined China Samankita. He joined Chika Paul Edoziem just because he have understood that Onyendo have moved on. He want to retrace his step back. And remember, we have a video when he said that even Onyendo asked him to step out, that he will step out, that he's going to step out. Why did he make that comment then? Because it's an antecedent. Whatever he's doing today, as they call us, code of conduct. Chukwu will expose you guys all. First, before this annual fearless Okoko, let's find a video where he said he's ready to step aside on this logo. Let's find it. Let's find and play it. This is internet.
The hand of the enemy and declare me, Mazi Okpala became sacked from IPOB, I will gladly go and sit down and enjoy my life, then wait for Biafra to come. Cannot come out from the hand of the enemy and declare me, Mazi Okpala became sacked from IPOB. I will gladly go and sit down and enjoy my life. Then wait for Biafra to come.
Now, Biafrans, ask him, why did he make this statement then? Because he know his actions then, that Mazi Nankan will not be happy with him. Today, he's trying to tell you guys that there are people that are working against Mazi Nankan. And that is why we are here telling you guys. They couldn't even down there, man. On attack again the code of conduct. In their WhatsApp group, they will tell you don't go and listen to them. But it's the truth. Nobody can cover the truth. Lies don't last test of time. Lies don't last test of time. They say don't go and listen to them. Don't go. Go and ask you, don't go and listen to them equally. But today, you guys are watching. Because eziokwu ya pụtagharị, eziokwu ya pụta ife. Eziokwu must come out. The truth must come out. He's telling you here that if Mazna can come out and ask him to step aside, he's ready to step aside. Because he knows what he have done. And we have the videos. This was the same person that told you that he's the first person that attacked our leader's family. And he was the first person that bring our leader's issue on media. Okay. Emma, today I have love for Nyama. Today for many from Metusela actually well, bet. Let's okay.
They will still come back and start continue talking. Then at the end of the day, they are contradicting themselves. I maintain my stand that whatever I say, I get hold of it 100%. So I set the pace by standing up as the first person to begin to analyze, to begin to push back, to begin to attack the siblings of Mazi Namikanu who are attacking the struggle internally. It is a pace that I set. And that it is a pace that I set. The siblings of Mazi Namikanu who are attacking the struggle internally. It is a pace that to begin to analyze, to begin to push back, to begin to attack the siblings of Mazi Namikanu who are attacking the struggle internally. It is a pace that I set. And that light is still burning. So today, I watch.
Unanolea? That is the first person that bring issue of our leader's family on media. That they are attacking their leadership entirely. Just because Counter said, we have code of conduct, we have chain of command, we have in IPOB, there is a proceeding in everything you want to do in IPOB. Do it, follow it up. Obey the command of our leader. Obey the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This the attack Counter Kanu is attacking Chikapole Doziem. Madam Nene said, if you want money, we have a procedure. Come with whatever you demand from IPOB head of finance. There is a procedure to it. Come with it. That was the crime of Madam Nyanya. That is why Chikapole Doziem changed all the accounts in Europe, in Asia, in South America, and North of America. And they will also tell you one woman carried IPOB money. But you have not asked them for going to 3 years now. All the money you guys are collecting, where is the money? They pull out 300,000 lambs in South Africa. Where is the money? What did they use the money to do? Nothing. But they want to do another fundraising in Austria. We'll come to that. Now, let's listen to Fearless Okoko. Let's listen to him. All Mazes means I told them that this is not 2021, but 2024. I use our little platform to debunk all those lies and to tell you guys that also I also play you guys a video how Chibuze got to address you guys. But we are coming.
This thing you are saying now, what does it mean? If you have finished the battle on the level you know, it could go down. You will still get to the area you will know again. This battle is not by force. Somebody will force himself. What kind of manipulation do you want to? Are you trying to do? Do you think our people are foolish? All of you should respect yourself. Only take a time. The same thing the pastor and the same thing then about father. You come to where they have 300 people, 200 people. God, I say, hey, some of you have a name in your village. Some of you buy land. Some of you will prosper this year. You will go. Some of you will travel abroad. You will get married this year. And after all our prophecy, Nnamdi Kanu said, some of you will be bought over. So why are you now telling us to manipulate people when we want to free Nnamdi Kanu? At this stage, it's a rubbish. Meaning. What is the difference from what Nelly said? Or is it that people this battle only fight in Koma? Small time you turn to replace the same people you fought. What is your difference? What is the difference between you and the Canon and the Nelly? This thing you are saying, I want to stop all these things. Nay, use people's brain. This thing ain't meaning. From sack this person. Onya hand is here. Then why do you appoint somebody that is not IPOB, the media warrior, to lead the media warrior? The next one now, DS want to overthrow Nnamdi Kanu when he's out. And I want to take a serious time. You have the battle about some people, some Muhammad Muslims will be fighting for Allah, fighting for Muhammad, right? They'll be fighting for Allah, fighting for Muhammad. Christians will be fighting for God. But if they want to solve problem, they will begin to pray to God. You are now, it is no longer I stand with IPOB. I am not here now. I am not here. We are here. All of you should take serious time. Leave this kind of manipulation. So if you show Nnamdi Kanu this video, if you don't know what to say in Oji, you must not say something. That even if you are naked on social media, people will watch you, people will view you. Even if you show your madness, people will view you. People should not stop anything you do on social media, people will view you. But how does that thing you are doing match with what we are doing and what we are facing? Who told you nobody is seeing things to say? Things are happening in Nigeria. You have to know what you are saying at the normal time. Okay, when we was in a waiting trial, somebody you preaching to people on a cell, say, if you don't repent, you go to hellfire. I called the pastor, say, the hellfire and here we are now, which one is different? Look at everybody here. Nobody is putting on clothes because of the heat. You say they will go to hellfire. Why can't you tell them, people that God have saved, you tell them to amend their life? You say they will go to hellfire if they don't repent. The people you see here, how many of them cares to repent? Who concerns them? Tell them what your God can do. You know, here now, somebody in the face to try. I say, you go to hellfire if you don't repent. Or here, but I hear. So all of you who will be throwing message when you don't know, when you don't care whether it matches with what we are facing or not. All you know, you have a platform. You have a platform. I gave you a zone effect. Name a Facebook account. Or you be a hala or join Hogano, Voshichano. And I clean your car, I carry everywhere. Anyway, you turn on mad at the end, you know your rubbish. After now, carry rubbish. What does this thing have to do? What is the meaning of this thing now? You are now defending his position when he's out. Ọkwa ịhụrụ unu hapụ onye ọbụla onye chọrọ izu ohi ya zuo ohi hapụ aghụghọ. Nonsense.
These are the people that fighting people that speaking the truth. This evangelist Felix Okoko, I used to share his program. I saw him then as somebody, and this thing. But guess what? That word they say that nothing is constant in life. The only way the constant in life, the only thing that is constant is change. Only change that is constant in life, and that is 100% pure. Go and watch all of them. They are debating, they are changing, they are falling. Both of them refuse to tell Biafran the truth. What is the crime of counter? I'm still asking this. And it's an open debate. They refuse to come for a debate. Come and tell me and tell Biafrans the crime of counter. Come and tell me and educate Biafrans the crime of Madame Nyanya. No one wants to accept the debate. Even 1,000 teeth. And above, because we know we have the facts. But rather, you will see 1,000 teeth every time telling Biafra government in exile, come and have debate with me. I'm here. But one has here, come. Today, you guys will hear his voice today. Because everyone has lament about her wife, which I am against. Even that guy. So this evangelist, Felix Okoko, John here, he's attacking as the light TV. They will attack themselves and they will expose themselves. You guys should go and listen to our leaders 2 weeks message before it was the edition. Will just expose these men because they think they say they have their big platform. That we will use our little space, our little platform to debunk all their lies. Now, let's go to the second video where he was attacking Methuselah 1,000 teeth. Before now, we'll now go to Methuselah.
Have never changed. It remains one. Just that putting gone. If the command will give you order. Okay, we continue. Do you understand? So that is what I have presented to our people this moment with this program. Command and control is a foolish, that is, we became foolish. This time around, you are seeing people who are now wise. That is what they have in mind when they came to IPOB. They believe they can change things. You have to bring in things for IPOB leadership to look into and accept it and put it into work, or they leave it. You don't force them things. You don't change them things. You don't tell them period to manage matters. You don't even tell them that the time to manage this matter have expired. You don't even tell them that they wasted time to handle a matter. It is not your business. It is not your business. You become a fool. It's either you sign, you leave the army. or you continue with the army, or you run away. You run away. You run away. You don't change the army. You don't change the command. You only channel your complaint. They will not shut you up. You have channel to complain. You don't come to the top public and teach the army as a Nigerian army. Even people that went to Catholic, they ask you, oh, how does the Holy Communion looks like? A small child will not tell you. Do you know that the Holy Communion is under command and control? The Holy Communion, the small child that receives Holy Communion of Catholic, if you ask him, how does it look like? Or you ask her, she will never. He will never. But in IPOB, I will say the truth. Some people try to do like Nnamdi Kanu. One is a lie. The power within Nnamdi Kanu is not the same.
Can you see here? Biafran, do you guys listen to him? He said in IPOB, command and control never change. That was our first statement. That command and control never change. And that's why it's against 1,000 teeth. You know? Now, this man here know that in IPOB, command and control never change. But this guy, not here, even preach against it when it comes to our leader, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. All the instruction of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to Chika Paul Edozemu, aka Renegade, none was done. This guy never tell Biafrans, command and control never change. He never. All the message instruction from our leader. You guys hear from Chinasa Wankita telling that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu should come out and do it by himself. Even when Maazị Nnamdi Kanu said that some certain people should be added to DOX. Chinasa Wankita say it on air. That Onyendu should come out and do it by himself. He said it. But I know if you are not Chineke Agbala Chika Paul Edozem, that command and control never change. That you need to obey our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Never. Memo from Onyendu, December 2022, 15th. These people went against it and said it's not from our leader. 1,000 is sent out from Nekede. And no Agbala Biafrans that command and control never change in IPOB. How about the account? Chika President change all over. I know fearless or Koko. Agbala Biafran that command and control never change. That Chika President have no right to change the account for the past 2 years, going to 3 years. They are paying money into the account that only did not authorize. That IPOB Head of Finance don't know anything about. And if you command and control never change. When Chika Paul doesn't refuse to obey the IPOB code of conduct, and if you that command and control never change, that they need to Chika Paul Edozem and his cohort need to obey the IPOB code of conduct. When Chika Paul Edozem refused to take instruction from Onyendu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to suspend Monday Ghost Town and say that because of Onyendu did not give him reasons, that he will accept any responsibility. And if you have Chika Paul Edozem that in IPOB, command and control never change. When Chinasa Wankita is telling Biafrans that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu message keep on coming, everybody feel reluctant. Fearless or Koko, Agbala Biafrans, that command and control never change. Now, If we change the go, on the local Biafran that we have a command and control. We have a code of conduct. If for those people, I can't see why you have one. I can't see why you have one. There shall never be at peace until the onion is out. And I said, whatever a man sow, shall he reap. Or you don't know what. Now, on our Zoom that in IPOB, command and control never change. Because you're going to go now. Because they are fighting now. They are fighting. Nsogbu adagoloba. Ọgbaghara adugo left and right. Now, let's continue.
Nnamdi Kanu leads organization. You that is leading will come up. You will be looking for a hierarchy of IPOB to accuse. And you said Nnamdi Kanu say with you.
Please, as you come in, hit the like button. If you are not subscribed on my YouTube, Ikechukwu is me. Please subscribe on our YouTube. It's very important so that anytime we come up, you have the notification. If you're on Facebook, please hit the like button and share the program. I will also pray that for those of you who is hiding, watching my program, if I finish program, I will see thousands. If I go to YouTube, I will see hundreds of people watching. I've watched the program and you refuse to share. You're on your own. Oh, well, okay, man. But people like me, man, never know who is open. And at the end of that, this I will pray a record, a video message from Chibuze Guatu, message on your room, and that is 100% truth. Now, let's continue first.
To say the truth, it is not, it is lie. Now we can never say it on IPOB. We expose this too. We use truth. In IPOB, we know how to handle our matters. There is no family that does not have issues. Do you understand? There are channels to table matter, hence the IPOB member. You don't come to media and attack a leadership member. It doesn't matter how truthful you are. It is against command and control.
This guy, because now this kind of statement, I will no provoke, no, in a few years about this guy, a man not that this guy now was saying that in IPOB we have a way to handle our issues, and that's why we need to create CLC. That's why we need to create CLC. We never create our issue on media, but this man went on media to cascade IPOB head of finance. But this man went on media cascading Mass Nakan family. The same time, Chika Pole Dozemu took IPOB head of finance to court in Germany. This guy Yekuroku. This guy Yekuroku that in IPOB no way the way they handle our issue. I can't see why you have one. Ndị mbụ ndị egede ya afọ wike. Chineke ya kpụrụ mmiri n'ọkụ n'ofu. So you know what's I now that in IPOB no way the way they handle the issue, but you guys cascaded Madam Nenyanya. Even on Radio Biafra. Everywhere. Today, everywhere change go. Biafrans, those of you that and Gatsunu Muneme, Chibuze go to call you guys miscreants. Or you're zombie. You guys are watching me. Manuel is not watching. I don't care. Only I won't go ezoku. Ma wun ezoku ever. Chibuze go to. I'll play after this. I'll play the video. In your WhatsApp group, hey, don't go and share. Who cares? My program is for tomorrow, for future. A time will come, I say, bring up his program. Nothing. All zombies under on comment station. be man enough and say, man, this. No. Like somebody they call color gold. That color gold, the man on Oduji, the man on Odocha, the man on Woke, the man on wine. He affair every platform. Now common sense, now you. And Ghana woman kechi. If man do so once even at this platform, he hasn't given his open. Other man, oh yeah, out. But here, that is open. Now, let's continue.
Madonna became a bit civilized. How can I believe? You tell me that you believe, you took oath under to obey command and control. If there's some need the wise, don't you know you took oath to become fool? Don't you know you took oath to become foolish to commands? Are you not aware? You don't change things. You will contribute. You will suggest. They will manage it and make changes. You can't bring change. They command you. They control you. They lead you. They tell you to move. They tell you to stop. You will not say we're almost there. They will tell you to turn back and go. You say, no, we have already reached. We are reaching there. Hey, look at us. They say we ask you to go. You know, say, now, why did they even send us safe? We're almost at the one pole to that place. They just call us to turn back. That's what made them leadership. The information with them cannot be compared with you. The information with chairman cannot be compared with members. Any information with a member is information that belongs to the chairman. Every member will give it to chairman. That small one you have cannot be compared with the information of chairman. That small knowledge you have cannot be compared with the suggestion that public have, that is the members of that organization have given to the chairman. And that your one single suggestion is what you took as the best. And the people that do not believe in that your thing you are doing, you begin to call the names. And you think you are wise. Some people will preach religion. Before they make posts about their religious message, even if the message they preach, even the video they want to post, they will first of all abuse IPOB family members in the write-up as if we are against him. He will call us home and not IPOB because you want to preach religion. That is what you have in mind when you join IPOB. Must we join you? Before you make posts of any religious video, you will abuse us. You will call us names because we don't believe in what you believe. We don't believe in accusing IPOB leadership. We believe in telling them truth in the rightful channel. We don't believe in coming on media. You believe in disobeying order. You believe in abandoning a group where you fall into and say you are independent. You believe in that. We don't believe in that. And you call us names. And you think you are wise. These are people that are in civilized world. Must I believe in you? When you will attack me is when I go against command and control. When you call me fool is when I challenge IPOB leadership. But on your personal belief, you want to drive me into. Because I don't believe, you don't call me name, you don't see me as a fool. People who have a mind of religion can believe in you. I can teach religion more than whoever that can present it. But I said, I cannot control the crisis. Only Nnamdi Kanu have the legitimacy. He has the power. He has everything to control it. He can address it. If you cause commotion, you cannot control it. You will hit it on IPOB. That is why before you post a video concerning your religious nonsense, you will try to insult IPOB members who don't believe in your nonsense. I can preach religion more than you with the facts, without bringing video, neutrally. Without any presentation of picture, without happening present, I will take you to the scripture, I will destroy that one, I will take you to culture, I will destroy that your fake one, I will take you to religion, I will destroy that one and stand it at the middle. I have different, that is, knowledge in this world without going to school. But I said, this thing that will cause problem, it will be attached to organization who did not send you. Why not leave it to the head of the organization? Why not leave it for one man that can preach it on Radio Biafra? It is an authority. They can defend it. The person can defend it individually. They said, stop. You say you will not stop. Command and you say, what you are doing is the best. You know the struggle more than leadership. They say, stop this one. There are complaints we are getting. You say you must do it. It can I preach here? Can you preach it more than me? You cannot preach it without people's video. I will preach it neutrally. I will neutralize any artificial that you put in any religion. Both Christianity, both anyone, I will neutralize it, remove it, stand you at the middle. And where? Give our pastor, give our reverend, give our ordinala, give our bafa, give our noble. I'm going to destroy it with my wisdom. But I say, I used to throw it before. My program may will matter. I will throw one that will destroy something. But on Basi Chile, man no losing a bell table. Can I wear command? You must be fool. You got really foolish. I am so pedala, or we believe it when we high natural. I said to our people in a forum, the same people was there. I said, this thing that I cannot control if dust arises, why can't me leave it for Nnamdi Kanu who can control it? You don't have the same gift with Nnamdi Kanu. He have the gift. He can preach. He can direct a pastor. He can control them. He can abuse them. He can teach them anyhow he like. He don't abuse, but he will direct you. Then if people want to challenge this and turn it to anything, he will have the voice. He have Radio Biafra. Your channel is too small, but you can instigate. But your channel is not due to defend it. Not everybody can approach it. But the message from Radio Biafra can go deep to convince and become a weapon to people to defend what Madam Nnamdi said. But you, not everybody can get the information. They said, stop this thing. Social media because we don't believe in Ipob, that is disobey. Huh? Can you preach religion more than me? I preach it. I preach before Ipob. I'm political analyst. I analyze people. When you preach, when you question office, anything analyze in question, argument, they must approach me.
Shut up. Let me stop it here. Let me stop it here before you can all. So, dear friends, the reason why I brought this in up to you guys, for those of you that are still listening to them, for those of you that are still sharing their program, for those of you that are still every time you go to their program, look at now he's telling you that there's the command and control. That everybody need to obey command and control, but he refused to tell you guys that these people that is defending today, now they have refused to obey our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have refused to obey every single instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But now he's telling Methuselah 1,000 teeth for him to obey. Chika Pole Doziem. That's the command and control. Command and control flow from the top to the bottom. If you don't know, command and control flow from the top to the bottom. Let me bring it up. One of you a chain of command. I think he's here. Yeah, chain of command. Don't know for there. Chain of command. It starts from the top to the bottom, not from the middle to the bottom. No. Chain of command, this annual here is talking, starts from the top to the bottom. Our leader will give an instruction. Chika President will refuse to obey it. And you guys will be clapping. Between them go because I have newu na-ata agba. Ụmụ ya a na-eni anya. Nnewu na-ata agba. Ụmụ ya na-eni anya. Because 1,000 teeth Methuselah saw what Chika Polydozemu is doing. Saw his insubordination against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Saw his activities against our leader. That is why there is 1,000 teeth is disobeying him today. And remember what I said. I told Chika Polydozemu, that those men, you guys, the group against our leader's family, against Madam Nyanya, that a time will come, these guys will come after them. And it's happening. Now let's take this warfare out because they want time here too much here. Now, for those people, for those you guys that are always on comment section, that whatever they told you guys will take. Those you guys always on WhatsApp group, whatever they tell you guys will take. This is a message from Chibuze Guatu. And I wonder, those his followers then, where are they? Kebanova. Oh, when one could big na India. Oh no, India that time. But now, in fact, the general report my own videos. Look at Kebanova now. Now, I want to play this message to you guys. Where I call you guys miscreants. All zombie, you are alone. And you will that zombie will open. You won't know. That zombie alone is a good couple. Why you won't know? Because one can never train us to be like a zombie. No. Let's play it before we go to 1,000 teeth. He's talking about
Afambo Ikenguluago. Aman na swinsi Dr. Patrick Ifano Bajiwemu. A whole lot of people not because they care. Manifefa trouble can so that they can spice up their gossip. Okay, Atutagoma lady, we decide I can put up woku. If and you na on Dr. Patrick Ifano Babo Wapola Yobi Ndanambra State Nina Ndenewu Nina Makana Senator Dr. Patrick Ifano Ba touch go live, a whole lot of life in positive way. Senator Dr. Patrick Ifano Ba contribute to go to the development of Anambra State. Senator Dr. Patrick Ifano Ba, but the reason a whole lot of family nailing Ninanewi today. So, Amaramun Kemago, we're happy. Mani family bona. Imago. Onwego a whole lot of ebubo ebodo. Senator Dr. Patrick Ifano Ba. Ebia online today. If all these cockroaches jul online, Bonya Pota, or the Senator Ifano Ba. About most of them zombies, because even the house zombie, bona, they will not go unless you tell them to go. If or if they will go with. Mpotaketa sin only about sabotua. Hantani will start. Oh, sabo, they will not even ask a question. Like online today. If all these cockroaches jul online, Bonya Pota, or the Senator about most of them zombies, because even the house zombie, bona, they will not go unless you tell them to go. If or if they will go with. Mpotaketa sin only about sabotua. Hantani will start. Oh, sabo, they will not even ask a question.
Well, I'm there. No, Putanas, no one was sabotua. All of them, all of you guys will say yes, all sabotua without asking questions, because Oma, he knows. That's why he tendered apology to Kanu Takano. And he used indirect to tender apology to Madam Nyanya, and we said no to it. He must come out open. And he won't hear his 100% truth. Those people on comment section won't say, they will take it up without Joanna to do it today. Oh yeah, I'll go here. Today on Agunia. On Agunia, somebody like Kalago, Chineke ya oko. Somebody like Nkechi, Chineke ya oko. You have 2 people talking people out. Oh yeah? And okay, these people was busy blackmailing innocent people. Cascating Madame Nenyaya, blackmailing Kantakano. They were busy clapping hands for him. But today, said to go, you are all zombies, you are all. That you are no cool and people will carry it out that as soon as let's continue.
Last time, Ebodo Senator Dr. Patrick Ifano Bano put a private jet edgeway na Nande Kano arrest. Even in Abasi. And a whole lot of people know in positions. My father come and ask. Anyamabata. Ka Senator Dr. Patrick Ifano Bano inene successful Igbo men and women online. If for the way they are mourning Dr. Patrick Yoba, mana inene all these miscreants Jul online. If for Nihana Kodija Yoba, mana inene all these miscreants Jul online. If for Nihana Kodija, successful Igbo men and women online. If for the way they are mourning Dr. Patrick Yoba, mana inene all these miscreants Jul online. If for Nihana Kodija, Onya Kanju Eboha Sobi. Ha kogido nuko onya call positive one, Hanchani na join or cover positive one. Or you call negative one, Hanchani na join or yeah, borrow the character of Umato. Now,
let me end it here. You have no time. You want time here. All your balloon for those of you in comment section, for those of you in WhatsApp group, Agun, don't go and share Moses' program. Don't go and comment. Let him go. 1 month, 1 month to 2 months to he will fade out. How far? Moses that come no eba. Na bunu ko na etu no timodombo. Na agun nke we eziokwu. Today you can see what's happening to them. Ogbagara adigo loba. Uno na-enwu ọkụ. Oke n'ọsọ mgbolo n'ọsọ. O say to go because truth will always remain there. But lies don't last test of time. Today, Chibuzie Guatu no na aka when he was cascating Madame Nenyanya, Poluno miscreant, Poluno zombies, Poluno Matolo, that people guys don't ask questions. No, the same thing. And that zombies or Poluno Ezoku, that Matolo, that is food. Now, let's go to the lamentation of 1,000 teeth. You guys should tag 1,000 teeth Methuselah. Tag Yania. It's lamenting about Chinas and Wankita brokers. You know, we have not treated that brokers, but we'll come to that. But first of all, let's go to this lamentation of this chat media worms, 1,000 teeth. Today he's telling you guys that he's not a media man, it's not an IPB media warrior. But you guys will remember, it was that the same media warrior they used to castigate Kantakan, call him all sorts of names. They even insult our leaders' late parents. And they understood that Kantakan was not referring to them. They know Kantakan was referring to as the Light TV, Prince Darlington. Then they use it. Even on Radio Biafra. Then today, what is happening? They are running away from that name. Because we tell them that it shall never exist. Chukukika Biama will destroy them one by one. And it's happening. Now, let's go to the lamentation of 1,000 teeth. We're not going to play all the videos because we're going to take some questions. Let's go to It's just a few questions. Maybe we could continue the next time.
I just say because we will find favor in it. It doesn't work like that. So when you're not on my platform, I want to make it clear tonight. Anybody that's coming to my platform, know that you are coming to a religious platform. I don't know whether I'm going to change the name, but the first in reality is okay. So that you know the name, you might okay on your religious issue con. It just can do na politics. Get the other side. It can account him any Biafra. Join and all the good at. That's not going to analyze what is going on between the struggle. When you do or potala and then walk up that on against on their hygiene information and hygiene information.
Now, he's referring us in that in the code of conduct. Now, this is the fact. I know I have won about what is going on about our leader Mazindan Kano because only the Mazindan Kano have shut the doors and the window against Chika Doziem and Chinas and Wanketa. So what he said here, 100%. That's why I told you guys, go and follow Kanta Kano on Twitter, on Facebook. Follow the White Council on Twitter, on Facebook. Because Chinas and Wanketa told you guys to unfollow those men. But today, Alpha, let's continue listening to him. His lamentation.
And let me make this thing clear tonight. Let me tell you the reason why I denounced not being a member of media team. I'm not a media warrior. I'm an Ipob member. I'm not a media warrior. Let me tell you why.
What now you get now? But this man use this name to blackmail Kano, insult our dad's parents, everything. Even on Radio Biafra, they used it, and they know full well that Kano was referring to as the right TV. And even on them Twitter, Kano said, I did not mention IPOB media warrior. I said those the chat card. Those they give the chat card, they will come and castigate people. It's not happening today. Only I make today, even affair. Even Paul Atebe said it. All of them, they're saying it today. Then Chinas and one kid are really go. Those that when they give them money, they broadcast. When you don't give them money, they not broadcast. I can have no natural law. That is your own cup of tea. Let's continue.
And the justification of the reason why I left was also confirmed yesterday. We had a meeting on the group. One of the Kakus member inside. I don't want to be dragging anybody in because this is not why we're here, but I just want to make it as a comment. The statement I heard from that particular meeting I was complaining, why can't we be addressed by those in charge of media? For example, Mazwa Former, why he should be here at least so that any question we have, we'll ask him. The person said, no, that's the place he always be. This is the place, he always be with the media team. That's not this one. That whatever we discuss now, he will take it to him, that he can't come here because that's a place he is. So who are the media warriors that I don't know? I ask. I call virtually almost everybody that is in that platform. They say no, they don't know. In other words, there's a people that are writing that are regarded as the media team and any attention, not us. So that hold your ear. If anything should happen to you on your own, nobody will come for you. And I have been having this thing in my mind. That's why I told many of you, one-man squad. If anything should happen to me, I don't call anybody. I will bear the burden on my head. I can't more say, now call this person, let them come and help me. I go help myself. If I cannot help myself, you should allow there. because I cannot be putting my face. Then I was in that the guy that's in the media. So I am not, and I've said it longest time. I've said it. Yes, Dave. You can, or I create another platform facing the reality of the say you can rename your platform to debunking the fake lies and deceit in Christianity in our land. I hope to go Facebook again. I'm going to accept. Facebook again, I'm going to accept. How did too long? I will find a very good name related to religion. I have one before, but the thing went dormant. Biafra is our religion. That was a one group I had one certain time. So please, now before I open my line, because I have no much to talk today, like I told many of you, issue of Mazen Nam, the kind of one year, the thing, I'm a bridge before. I said, Uzaga Hagwagana, I want to hold up, get one place. Oh, attention on the issue of Mazen Namdukan. If you want to know, go to the platform of Ndana Code of Conduct. On Wednesday, post about Mazen Namdukan.
Yeah.
No going forward, no coming back. Issue of Mazen Namdukan. If you want religion, I have one before, but the thing went dormant. Biafra is our religion. That was a one group I had one certain time. So please, now before I open my line, because I have no much to talk today, like I told many of you, issue of Mazen Nam, the kind of one year, the thing, I'm a bridge before. I said, Uzaga Hagwagana, I want to hold up, get one place. Oh, attention on the issue of Mazen Namdukan. If you want to know, go to the platform of Ndana Code of Conduct. On Wednesday, post about Mazen Namdukan. No going forward, no coming back. Stagnant. Issue of Mazen Namdukan. If you want to know, go to the platform of Ndana Code of Conduct. On Wednesday, post about Mazen Namdukan. No going forward, no coming back. Stagnant.
So he has confirmed it again. I am upon the code of conduct, and we gladly accepted that name. We give you the information we want you guys to have. Any information that is okay for public, we bring it out. In can't okay for public, I think we an email. That's why I told you guys, go and follow Counter Kano on Facebook. Follow him on Twitter. He mostly tweet every his tweet. And also to the White Council, Barrister Aloy, you can see the news he bring out from our leader today. He told us nobody should do what? Cajole this debt. This our people that's close to another side. Chief Iwanyang, Senator Ifan Yoba, and Onyeka, when this is a message Aloy bring out. So he have also tell you guys again that Chika Paul Edozie don't know anything that's happening, don't know anything that's going on about our leader. China Saman Kita don't know anything that's going on about our leader. These cabals in the leadership, they don't know anything. Then you that are following them, who is your leader? Now, Chika Paul Edozie is your leader, right? I think we have heard it from 1,000 teeth. That if you want to get an information about our leader, where Mazen Kano pass direct his message is for anyone that for code of conduct, that for 5%. 5%. So it's left for you if you want to wallow in ignorance. That is you. As for me, we stand and defend everything Onyendu said. We stand with Onyendu, our leader Mazen Kano. Let's continue. I haven't much time. And in one question, bring you can start sending in your question now. So
please, I want to make this thing. I want to make this comment before I open my line. Nobody should call me again regarding the issue of lawyer that I and my family are into. No matter who you are, I don't want to insult anybody in public. Never you call me on phone in telling me to stop the move regarding the idiot that I want to use to set an example. The reason why many of you are not taking it serious because some of you are not you know. Protest. Nobody know you one you know. Ụmụaka unu ha na-anọ na yard unu lụchara nwaanyị ji ụmụaka unu aga akpọpụta ha na protest no event unu ga-akpọrọ ha abịa then unu onye nke kpọrọ nke ya abịa eji ya mewe caricature. The woman herself have taken on herself to make sure that he send that guy home even if he affecting every other members, no problem. Make anybody no call me say I don't care where the message is coming from. Also go there issue like Kilimanjaro. It's a painful thing to that woman. Why is it painful thing to her? Why she's taking it so serious? She was in the midst of the Biafran protest. This is where they lifted her picture and the child to use it to be making caricature on social media. In the event of Biafra, not just in her home. Even the one you can go on order. Or make caricature. Or make sure that I'm going to close everybody to use the Biafra to receive asylum. I swear. And the reason why I cannot stop her, if I try to stop her, I'm going to feel that I'm ganging up to tarnish her image. She saw it now flying on social media. Or more. I will help her. I will help her to achieve her aim. Even if you want to stop everybody using Biafra to seek asylum, let it be. Go and look for a job. The guy made it categorically. And it is better for him to travel back down home than to have something to do with the smelling white women. Oh no, there. Can I translate? Lawyer may translate from my Igbo, Kowaria, Ethiopia, and Google Translator, or make you or translate there to German. So when you're not again, come on social media. I just made a brain now because I know you. Metusala is kicking against Indish. I want to message the Oji, IBGM concerning that issue. Where Bukwana call him affect. So that can we can do one so that more I know I am hang in public is not if it is hard to do with me, I have no problem. Ya no more akaji me the program. No problem. Or because unwage and protest. Munye ga protest. Or na no go man claim na dey formidable. Ebe wana no yesu support then 100 up their own. Give somebody G from there, leave to where there. She there, media na on shish. I swear I will not stop her. Let it affect everybody worldwide. One I another way I get our freedom. Ibiawa obodo Igbo can embassy. Gago has said obodo Igbo. Ha gago oti shibia. On there na abia through this nonsense road na cause calamity. Many of them, not all. On them are this struggle today because of Hagilite, which is asylum. You wep asylum, they want you don't see them. One you may future, my God, I'm afraid. My God, I'm afraid now. You make sure now I direct the letter to Holland. If I be on the phone say this, she say, please, I should stop what the tax is in my journal says. Let me open my line
now. First of all, 1,000 things, let me address you first. Genty. Your issue, your case, your woman case with Okija Biafra cannot stop Western world giving us asylum. It can't. In as much I'm not in support of what he did to your wife. Go and check my other program. Why I said in as much I'm not in support of what he did, but the issue, the case cannot stop the Western world, the EU, UK, America giving IPOB asylum. And of course, even that asylum, I want to say we don't want it, but it cannot stop. And again, let me also educate you, because that is how I told you guys that Simon, whenever you guys are running out to see the deportation to Nigeria, it can't work. I am the first person who only then. Today, you guys have understood and concur for what I said. The point again, your own case again against your wife and Okija Biafra cannot lead to his deportation. Never. It cannot lead to his deportation. The only thing he will do, maybe it will take a very long time for him to get his documents. It will get a long time for him to get his documents. And again, apart from using Biafra, Okija man can get married to a white woman, and automatically have a document. He cannot, no. Apart from getting married, he can even have baby with a white lady. Some country that gave, you know, when you have a baby with their women that will give you residence, like Germany, like Hungary, like I think is it Croatia and other people, and Romania. This is the fact. So the fact is that if it's using Biafra to seek asylum, maybe the case of your wife can delay his his documents. Okay, and again, the only thing again, maybe if you take him to court, maybe they will tell him to pay so money, and with him to pay so money, he will not pay it now because he don't have document to work in Europe. But as soon as he got to work and be working, they have to be deducting the money from his salary. That is the only thing. But the fact is that it's from the management, and I say it on this your program. Biafrans, I'll play it where he, when I send message to him, because I don't use fake accounts. When I come into your program, you will see me. And when you say something I need to address, I will write. You will write see, I don't use fake accounts. That's why I am different. Because he was saying, he was lamenting how our wife was insulted by Okija Biafra, and which I am totally against. You dare not. And it happened that it's a fallen woman just going there with his husband to support what we are doing. And the next day, he find his picture on media, calling him names. This is nonsense. And who is to blame? Chika Paul Edoziemu, aka Remy and the Gate and China Sawankita, because they have also used our women to do that. Also, Metusela, I told him that what Okija Biafra did, you Metusela have done it. You have put our HOD on finance, on media, and start calling her names, insulting her. The fact is that, whatever your woman, how she feel hurt, I'm so sorry. But your woman, maybe one day you come across my video. Madam, listen, let me address you. We Biafrans, we are sorry for what happened. And our leader, Mazi Nankano, will never be in support of such nonsense. But just because of the cabals, this is why this is happening. And your husband, Metusela, have also done this to a woman, to our HOD, our finance HOD. Your husband, Metusela, have done the same thing they did to you, which we condemn. So when you're angry, we understand. But please, temper justice with mercy and forgive that young man. Tell your husband that it's the cause, because your husband have done it to our women. The proof is there. So, Biafrans, never ezoku Chineke. we must tell you guys the truth. And when Metro was lamenting, I told him to stop because I've done it. And when he brought up my comment, he just he let it halfway and got it. He said, no, no, no. Why can't you continue? And I asked him, come up for a debate. He wants me to call in and say, I told him I cannot call you in, but have a day for debate. Can Bongo. Now, let's continue a bit. No?
Let me open my line. Oh, just wajai. Yeah, no, even Yana the guy Jaco here, if Yamo Jaco, I can't do what I'm doing now. But I you see me. You see me. You see me before. Oh yeah. That's so no, just go one day say, Onya Chowa Yamaka, Nakandia. Oh, could kill Okuria Soga, Okaramaka or Lawa, than Imeko with Indian shish, one daughter. So, a problem. So, Onya Bokoma, I'm him, Onya Kebrama, I know why I talk to you in a can way because I see you in a boy your own family. Apota. I had a mumaka before, Hopana, you know, have a protest. Or him you come all down, I be again because one, you know, we are when you jack and hold it. Not what time my hand or watch them now. Oh, yeah, when you know the thing now. That one say, what are they talking with her? This I have to now. I'm behind the way I had her. I don't fit her them now. I'm a many of you hate didn't do no out of no. In the year I call kickboxing. So now I'm the value. Maybe you also. My family first before this year nonsense thing a drag. So I'm deny asylum na Germany or Holland. I must make sure that I make my voice heard. I just want to satisfy my conscience. That's all. That my conscience come to be satisfied. I have said it before. Make everybody to get this asylum everywhere. Let it be.
Shut up. It's not possible.
I swear.
Shut up your mouth.
Now the movement. You just
say now.
Sacrifice. A lot of people deeply have yourself. Only one Bini guy. Batran at the movement. Now every other protest. I might know Henry Jegi. I got a flag on you. On a steady. Even I'm a bet you just not the candy Biniaga. What about a high mo? I'm a criminal lawyer. What I say, not the easiest way. The thing I pay, I beg you, like I'm a quamo, send now on what I call the thing. Uruha 2 months, you discharge. What was I on at now? Yeah, got it. So I come back, I'll share. Mazin not the capital group, warn them. You see them, yes, that's a need to stop it. I had a gotcha honor, no. So I think but be you could game and here be all sacrifice cable. Let me allow this thing to roll, or maybe I pick call before I go. Like I said, I'm very auto can come with. Or just when I walk again, beacon, when I walk again. Come on the matter happen mouth. My mouth no good. Just happen.
Now, Biafrans, I will stop this one here. Let me bring when he told them that what they are doing on Little Biafra is gossip, is saga, you know. But it was the same person. They always invite them on Little Biafra to castigate an innocent woman, castigate counter canon. But today, he's telling Chinas and Wanketa that what they are doing on Little Biafra is gossip and saga. They have vindicated us. We they call 5%. We they call the code of conduct. This is what we are telling you guys. That Radio Biafra is not for saga. It's not for gossip. Today, he said it. So let me put this one down. Maybe tomorrow we continue from here. Let me bring where he said that's up.
And the reason why I bring this particular clip is because of yesterday's broadcast on BTV. A lot of psychophans called. Very, very sad. They want to turn our station to a gossiping center where they resolve issue like a tribunal. Maybe when Oputa panel is holding a tribunal. You don't go there to table your problem, please. You go there to bring issue that will motivate others. Because you say you need problem, you need to solve a problem pertaining to the restoration of Biafra, not pertaining to your own fellow comrade. Gossipers everywhere. Now pay attention to this particular clip before we start.
I can't see what number one.
They will not understand.
I can't see what number one. Let me also play one again. I can't see what number one. Oh yeah, listen again. What he said here again.
Platform to compare Biafran platform. I say they compare our Metisala platform with a platform of millions of followers, believers. So that those of you that go to the program of Biafra, call. And this is the Nigerian government don't give a shit about our platform. Anytime I know program on Radio Biafra, I know listener. Not only Nigerian government, even international communities, even those that looking to a way to join the platform. Han against. So, get it as a saga platform. Ebegabo, Kimwike, Bo, platform. Ebegabo, Kimwike, Bo, Kuageji may antagonize other people. Platform. Ebegabo, Kimwike, platform. Ebegabo, Kimwike. Looking to a way to join the platform. Han against. So, get it as a saga platform. Ebegabo. Looking to a way to join the platform. Han against. So, get it as a saga platform. Ebegabo.
So, Biafrans, ask this guy 1,000 was he not among the people they always invite on Little Biafra then to castigate Madam Nianya, to castigate Kantakano? The man Kantakano should be sanctioned. So that is not saga. So now he understood that people are listening to Radio Biafra. You can see the reason why Mazin and the can is okay. Biafra radio should go on. You see? Oh, Metusra is telling you now. They have turned it to saga radio gossip. But he's among them. He was also invited. They were castigating innocent people. No, because we don't have time. Let me bring where he talked about my comment, what I told him. Because if you have your question, please bring in your question now. We have to go. So I want you guys to listen now. Listen, because when it was I want you guys to listen, because when he was lamenting about her wife being insulted, everything. I told you guys, I don't go on fake accounts. I don't go on fake accounts. When I come to your program, I will let you know. I will comment. I'll tell you this, and this. You have done it, or stop. So it was lamenting, crying. I said, no, you have done this to a woman. So I want you guys to listen.
They're going to do the mass now. They are not talking about his coming out in Alea. As I hear with Mercy Ketchup, an idiot, shigish. And they're not you. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. Methuselah, you has done same thing Okija Biafra man did to your wife, and I'm 100% against what he did against your wife. He's unacceptable. Okuzuku kamad. Here we do the Amazon now, Kevin and the lawyer Ijimako. I just have this issue of wife or no wife. Geba wa leader now. Una bob talia. No wife. Geba wa leader now. Una bob talia.
So Biafrans, if you know, because he was lamenting, crying, and now do what? And I comment. I told him that he have done this to someone else. In as much I condemn what they did to your wife, it's not acceptable. Now, at that point in time, his tone changed. You can see, you can hear what he said. It's okay. Let's forget about wife or not wife. He was asking me about our leader. I heard you so. Let me take it back again. Oh yeah,
brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I the kwa you gidla ha. But ndi de wora mazun na kan ebe on today na the kwa ha. Haaland yala. The kwa ndi de wora maz ebe on now. They are not talking about his coming out na layer. As I hear with Mercy Ketchup. An idiot, shigish. And they're not you. Whatever you sow, you shall reap.
Yeah.
Methuselah, you has done same thing Okija Biafra man did to your wife, and I'm 100% against what he did against your wife. He's unacceptable. Okuzuku kamad. Here we do the Amazon now, Kevin and the lawyer Ijimako. I just have this issue of wife or no wife. Geba wa leader now. Una bob talia. The code of conduct. On a land here. We can do the sound. I'm against what he said. There, I'm going to take them. Okoso kuka mad. Ajira na Jona Biafra Sanju na lebu no tell our leader. Unu soon take you over now. Unu just ya corner. We don't take over. We are in charge now. Unu in charge na our leader. Na actually make you our leader. You na Bob Talia. Unu just so patachire eju ofo. Eju ofo how work with Nigerian government. Ojo ko onye ndu nwo there. Una Bob Talia na. Ebe na my flash one. Ojo go na go na my phone. Kam tiga number na ojo ko gebo. I'm question to destroy ya. Let me go to you more. Yes, can you hear me?
So, Biafrans, you can see this man says maze. I don't go on fake accounts. I went in there, I told him, no, you have done this to someone else. In as much I condemn what Okija man did to your wife, but you have done it to someone else. You have done the same, you have committed the same crime. And at some point, his body language changed. It's okay. Let's forget about wife, Asila. Where is our leader? He was asking where is our leader, and I don't need to answer him. And he said that I should call. I told him no. I don't need to call. Accept a debate. Accept a debate. Bring whatever you want to say. Bring that crime of Kano, that crime of Madame Nyanya. Let's tell Biafrans the truth. Accept the debate. Also, the next thing he said that I want to use him to build my platform. And said, look at the Okoko. Amorphia. Amorphia, and you want to build this platform. Amorphia. Go to his YouTube. His YouTube. How many people on there in a YouTube go create? I thought how popular all the all card go millions of followers. Go to his YouTube or only up to 20 followers. But go to our own I can't make upon that I'm applying the code of conduct. They have asked people not to come to us, not to share our video. Go to my YouTube. We have almost 400 and something people there. And every time we drop video, go. Hundreds of people are watching because they have understand that they're in a world with the truth. They understand. And we don't care. We're not chasing cloud. So tell Methuselah 1,000 teeth. Tell him to accept a debate. Any other person, accept the debate. Come. Let's educate those that did not know what is going on. Let's tell them the truth. So bring in your question if you have any question here. Those that are watching me. We will continue with 1,000 teeth issue tomorrow or this thing. And now there is something I want to play because we saw House of Leb deputy telling Igbos to stay away from the protest. And a lot of people don't know why he made that comment. There is a video we would like to play here. This video, where is this video? Okay, yeah, we have it. Okay, I want you guys to listen to this video. He's
saying in Yoruba is that the planned nationwide protest is a strategy, new strategy by the Undigbos to destabilize or truncate the democratic governance in this country, simply to fence their spleen on Yoruba nation. But they are not happy as they lost the 2023 presidential elections. They are not happy. And those who are canvassing for this insurrection, the felons, they are felons canvassing for this insurrection, are either Labour Party members or Ipob, the Igbo stock in that party. Why? So I want to appeal to the youth and the elders, patriotic citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to shun that protest. The protest is aimed at truncating the democratic process, and we should not allow that. Let us remember what happened in Kenya, what happened in Sudan, what happened in Libya, what happened in Syria. Since the internal crisis broken out, I mean, things have never been the same in those countries. Why should we have, untold hardship on ourselves by some miscreant elements? Those who want to destabilize this country. Even if you want to destabilize the country, it is not the time that Yoruba is in charge. It will not happen. It will not happen by the grace of God. So those who are planning this devilish protest should please avoid coming to any Yoruba state. Take your protest to Abuja or your...
So my people, you can see the reason why Nigeria will never work. Because when you get to Mr. B turn, he said, no, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. It's our turn, it's our turn, it's our turn. No, don't do this, don't do this. No, let's protect our own. If you get to Mr. A, say, no, don't do this, it's our turn, it's our turn, it's our turn, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. No, it's not in our turn, this will happen. That's why I said Nigeria can never work. You can see, they are all trying to target on Igbo, to use Igbos as an scapegoat. And that is the reason why we saw a message like this from the Deputy House of Rep, Benjamin Kano. We saw a message like this. which I appreciate. I did not see anything wrong on that message. He spoke well. He spoke well on that message. Let's listen to him.
Igbos, stay in your houses. You'll be used as an scapegoat. They will target you and they will waste you. Igbos, we have died enough. Our blood has filled the street enough. Allow those who feel they can do it, let them go and do it. We'll be strong enough. For this protest, let us be weak now. Let those ones who are strong, let them stand on the streets. Igbos, be weak now to sit at home. If there's any sit at home that will be effective, not the one you have done on Mondays, let it be the one that will happen at this protest. As one of the leaders of this country, as one of the leaders from the southeastern region that you love and you have confidence in, I am telling you, if you have never shown weakness before, let it be shown now. Igbos, we have shown strength in civil war. We have shown strength in agitation. We have shown strength in fighting for IPOB and Masob and all the rest of them. In sitting at home, please be weak now. Because they were looking for opportunity to slaughter you. Sit at home.
So this is the message from Deputy
Igbos, stay away.
From Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kanu. And I understood what he meant. I understood his message. But some people are trying to turn it to another level. Someone like Simeon Eba trying to say he's campaigning for sit-at, But we understood what this guy is saying. And you can see the reference he made. He used 1966. He used Biafra War. He used IPOB to give example. And you can see the comment from the second video I played. The Yoruba man saying that it was evil. I support. Stay away from this protest. I have been saying it before this message from this man. Stay away from the protest. No. Let them do it. That ago amangubuai. That ago omangubuai. We fought the Biafra War. We succeed. The Biafra War for 3 years. We fought and we succeed. And guess what? Even when they block all the road that no all the food blockade, we succeed. How about now? Let them go. They have tried to bring tribalism. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. Igbo, stay away. And as Namili don't need you, don't want it. That I go. If all those people, again, anyone, we will bear it because no matter how the jungle, lion will never eat grass. I won't Igbo. We are once we have a spirit in us, spirit to survive. So tomorrow, let them go and protest because at the end of the day, they will target you guys. Stay away from the protest. Stay away from the protest. Let them carry it on. Tomorrow is 1st of August. Let them carry it on. So I think we have to go where there's no question here. If you have any question, you can bring in because a few minutes from now we'll be winding down. It's very important. So if you have your question, can throw in your question now. It's almost 3 hours. That's my problem now because I need to, play a lot of videos so that it will make sense to you, so that you will understand what I'm trying to say. Because I told you guys before, I'm not a broadcaster. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to paint issues so that you will like it. I don't know how to analyze too. All that analyze can somebody will na will a powerful. Or analyze. Same that analyze. Somebody will say, who is he calling? Who is he talking with on phone? He's talking with the federal government prosecutor. Analyzer. The analyzer. We have all those records. Time we will able to one by one. This is Maazị Ezumezu Ekwensu. Ọ ga na-ekwu ọbụla nwa boy na-ekwu. So maybe tomorrow we may come up earlier, maybe in the morning, or maybe not. Maybe it will be in the weekend. So, or when we have time to come on air, because it's a duty call. So since there is no question, so we have to. I can Maazị Chiezuokwu, the regional coordinator USA. I can Maazị Ndewo. Sometimes I don't see comment on laptop. On Facebook, I can no. On Facebook, it will be on phone. So kita can for where we announce. I didn't see it on this thing. It's only on YouTube that's coming on laptop. So Maazị Ndewo Maazị, you are welcome to the program. So I can nwoke kene nwanyị ọ ya dịrị anyị na mma. Please, onye ọbụla megịnị n'ọnụ ụlọ ka anyị lapụ ndị anwata dị ofe lacha dị ofe anwata ofe anwalacha ka anyị nọ ọnụ ụlọ biko a na-asị ka ọ mara onye ọbụla na mma ọ ya dịrị anyị na mma. Ngwa ndewo. We see next. There's anything? No. I have one more thing about the I don't have the flyer. Okay, let me see if I have the flyer here. Please, Biafrans, when you see this flyer, please, it's not authorized. It's not authorized, please. You see this flyer, please. It's not authorized. I think you can see it. This fundraising is not authorized. No, they want to do it in Austria. It's not authorized by our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Please stay away from this fundraising they are trying to do. Ask them. The ones, all the money they have taken, where is the money today? This is the same thing. That Fearless Okoko will not talk about this. Only to say that any account, Madam Nenia is not aware that none, you will close it. And he say anything about fundraising, that Madam Nenia need to authorize it. Then Fearless Okoko will not talk about this. And this is happening in Austria. So please, when you see this fundraising, stay away from it. I know my former national coordinator in Austria, Nnamdi, is a very nice guy. And Nnamdi is a nice guy, and he have Eastern ear, but it's happened that he's working with these cabals. I wonder why. But if you meet Nnamdi, the national coordinator of Austria, he's a nice person. He have Eastern ear. I know him one-on-one. So I will not be castigating him, but the fact is that Nnamdi, check your master in ESO. Are you doing what Maazị Nnamdi told you guys to do, or are you doing the will of Chika Paul Edoziem, or are you doing the will of Maazị Nnamdi, our leader? Nnamdi, check here. So bad the law. Let's continue. Well, maybe in my next program I will talk about this flyer. Well, but please, when you come across this flyer, mark it X or non-authorized. Only do not authorize it. And they won't. Bye bye.